So today I thought I'd like to share with you some breathing exercises. Could come in very useful in the next few months to be able to utilise the whole of our lungs. Now, a lot of the time we are called apical breathers, where we just use the top bit of our lungs and do very shallow breathing. Our lungs are the same as any other tissues in our body. It is a case of if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you only work this top part of your lungs and you never actually get to expand right down to the bottom of our lungs, they start to become much stiffer. And then when you have a need for working these bits of your lungs, you find it very difficult. So doing some breathing exercises to actually encourage the air to get right down here is a really, really good thing that we should all be doing anyway, but particularly at the moment it's definitely a good thing to make sure that we have as healthy a lungs and as elastic a lungs as possible. These exercises are best done either lying on your back, knees bent up, so in a nice relaxed position. If you lie on one side some of the time when you're doing it, then the lung on the top will be expanding more, so alternate which side you do these exercises on, or doing it sitting in a comfortable chair. We're aiming to try to get your diaphragm moving as we're breathing. So when the diaphragm works, it's this big muscle that cuts the body in half that's kind of here in a dome shape. So when your diaphragm works, the diaphragm comes down, and quite often you'll see your tummy coming in and out as that happens. It's a muscle that singers use a lot of the rest of the time, the rest of us don't. So we're going to start by just doing some slow, deep breathing. Now, you don't do this in standing, even though I'm standing now, it's just easier for me to show you. In standing, sometimes people do become lightheaded, so that's why either doing these exercises in lying or in sitting is preferable. So we're going to just take a few slow, deep breaths. So you're going to breathe in as deep as you can. Initially, we are going to concentrate on this bit at the front here. So if you just pop your hands on the front of your chest, and as you breathe in, you're just trying to see if you can get your arms coming forwards a little bit and down as the top part of your lungs here fills up and expands this way, not just doing that little bit of apical breathing. So getting a nice comfortable position and take a slow deep breath in. And then if you hold that breath for a few seconds before breathing out, holding it encourages all the little airways to open up. So it's not just going in the big airways, over-expanding and then coming down again. It just gives it that little bit extra time for the little alveoli to open up. And we want to get the air as much of our lungs as possible. So 5 or 6 breaths concentrating on this. And if you visualise your lungs moving through there as well, that can really help. We're then going to come onto the lateral part. So if you just put a little bit of inward pressure through here, and then again, we're going to be feeling those ribs expanding out. So take a deep breath in, hold it there, and then breathe right out. And again, take a deep breath in, hold it there. Now, if you've breathed in as far as you can't sniff. So once you're holding it there, see if you can sniff. And then breathing right out. Now, it's as important to breathe out as it is to breathe in. When you breathe out, make it a long, slow breath out, so you're getting rid of as much of that air as possible, so that you then have space in your lungs to be filled with nice, new, oxygenated air. So we're going to be doing a few breaths up here, a few breaths laterally, and then you're going to come down to the diaphragmatic breathing. So with this one, if you just have your hands resting on your tummy, and then as you breathe in, you're going to be thinking about that diaphragm coming down and your tummy just getting slightly pushed out. So again, getting that air right down to the bottom of your lungs. So deep breath in, hold it there for a count of 4 or 5. See if you can sniff. See if you can sniff again. And then breathing right out. And we'll do that again. Deep breath in. Hold it there. Sniff. And breathing right out. And we'll just do one more. Hold it there. So just doing 3 or 4 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day, working different parts of your lungs will encourage your lungs to become more elastic, just in case we need to use our lungs to full advantage over the next few weeks and months. Stay safe. Bye-bye.